Welcome to the Glorious Purpose. My name is Annette. I'm glad to see you. I am glad that you're following and you're watching. Today, I want to talk about character. The last time we talked about what character is, and just to remind us, this entails the way you behave, the things you value. Most times the things you value inform how you behave and how you respond to life and the situations that you find yourself in. If I recall, I have interacted with a number of people, and the first time you meet them, they look good. They seem to be nice people. They will talk to you calmly. They will give you an impression that they are people that you can work with. But as you continue to interact with that person, you realize that you cannot stand their characters. And like someone said, your qualifications, they can't be academic, it can't be your beauty or appearance or status in life, can open a door for you. But what will keep you in the room is your character. What will sustain you in the place where you are, where you have ascended, is your character. How do you respond to life's situations? How do you respond to people? How do you deal with people? How do you handle things? Those are very important things that we really need to talk about. And I have also met people who say, for me, this is how I am. This is how I am. This is how I was brought up. Yes. I am one person who believes that you can adjust, you can learn and unlearn some things that you grew up knowing as the right things. Maybe you didn't have the privilege to learn from somebody, and because of that, you developed a certain way you behaved, and to you, it is normal. When you interact or meet other people in life that point out that this part of you is not good, you should be in a position to understand why that particular part of your life is a concern and seek a way to change, seek a way to adjust, to learn from others. Because learning never ends. You can learn. You can unlearn what you have taken as part of your life, and you learn new things. Because you need those new things to sustain you in the place where you are. Believe me, there is no person who not want to stay or work or meet a calm person, a lovely person, a person that responds with respect, a person that handles situations calmly, a person that knows how to carry themselves along in a public place, in a place where other people are watching, where you're mixing up with other people. But believe me also that a person whose character is offensive, whose talk is offensive, uncontrolled, an angry person, a person who has no respect for either equals or those that are mature than them, a person who does not know how to respond to people who have more authority over them. Such people, believe me, no one else. It is hard to find people who want to interact and live with them. And what does that mean? It means we have to work on certain things in our lives. We may have not got the opportunity to learn them when we are young, and so we have grown that way. That is not an excuse, because no one will tolerate you just because for you didn't learn. I'll just give an example of a person who is always angry. Yes, it might have been a childhood issue. Maybe they were harassed when they were young. Maybe they lived with angry people who were fighting and abusing each other. And because of that, they learned to respond with anger. They learned to handle things with anger all the time. That is what informed them. But when you grow and learn that this trait is not rubbing well in other people, then you can learn and find a way to be helped to drop that. Some people are very short-tempered, and I was one of them, very short-tempered. And I grew up even boasting in it, I am short-tempered. But as life went on, I realized this temper is not taking me anywhere. It has made me lose opportunities. It has made me miss out on people that would be helpful to me. I had to change. I took it upon myself to work on that. I began working on the short temper. I learned on how to control my response. And I must testify that today I am not that same person who was short-tempered. I believe there are things you can change. I don't know what you are struggling with. I don't know what people, what offends the people that you interact with. Listen to those comments. Someone may say, but you're very mean. Some people may comment that, and for you, you don't see it in yourself because you are not able, you see yourself through other people. And believe me, some of the comments are genuine. Some people just have a genuine feedback. They'll give you genuine feedback. Somebody will say, you're very rushing in your decisions. You're very rushing. Some will say, you're very loud. Very loud. And yes, it is something you can work on. If it is something you can work on, take an initiative to find a way. You may even take an initiative to find help. I have seen it. I've had a boss who had an anger issue. And anytime he disagreed with you, you stay far from them because the next thing you'll see is a slap. And it doesn't matter whether you are, you are an adult or a child. He will find he has slapped you and then he regrets later. I have seen one also, because of anger, who slapped an employee. And the employee took her to court. It was a shame. And it was going to bring down everything she had built for a very long time. Yes, they negotiated and settled out of court, but that was an embarrassment. It's something that should have been prevented. I want to implore you to check what is it that offends others. What is it that rubs others the wrong way? What is it that people complain? Genuine people complain about you. Is it lying, like you used to lie, but it has gone into your subconscious that you just lie? Pay attention to both things and find a way of working on them to be a better person. If you don't realize that it's a problem, then you will not take steps to find a solution. Acknowledge it. This is it. There is a problem here, and then find help. Be intentional to find help. Be intentional to change that which you have taken as part of you, and yet it is a negative trait. God bless you. See you next time.